I obviously only have the strength of a novice level 10, but it can leapfrog and kill level 20 advanced players in seconds. Just now, I summoned 44 skeleton sentences. Surround the 3 enemy. It's not just 3 people. Even Ning Yi was stunned. There are still many cracks in the body of a level 10 skeleton warrior. The weapon in my hand is also worn out. It looks pretty vulnerable. How could it be so strong? And there's way too many of them. Take advantage of another distraction. I crept up to him. With killing intent in my eyes, the skeleton warrior immediately activated. The mage's face changed for a while. An energy passport instantly appeared on his body. However, the skeleton warrior's hands rose and fell. The energy passport was violently distorted. The mage's face changed drastically. Just a knife. My energy passport is about to be broken. What are the properties of these skeletons? The attack power is so terrifying. No time for him to think too much. The second skeleton warrior's knife also fell. The energy passport was hard and broken into 10,000 stars and dissipated. Resist Ring of Fire. Mage unleashes a skill again. Giant Ring of Fire explosion. A few approaching skeletons were instantly pushed more than 10 meters away by the Ring of Fire. But I haven't had time to be happy for a second. 2 skeletons have jumped overhead. He was never given a chance to use his skills again. The knife light flashed past the mage's head and rose into the sky. Less than 2 seconds before and after, the mage died instantly on the spot. The archers are also being chased by the skeleton warriors at this time. Very embarrassing. Witnessed the mage being killed. There was fear in his eyes, trying to escape the siege of skeleton warriors. Unfortunately, efforts again and again finally came to nothing. As the skeleton warriors press on, the room to maneuver against him is getting smaller and smaller by comparison. The knight's situation is much better. In fact, the light on the body is like a light bulb, and the charge skill is launched again and again, running towards the distance. This layer of light is stronger than a mage's energy passport, protected him firmly. Even if the skeleton warrior's knife fell on him, can't hurt him is the ultimate defense. Unexpectedly, this knight actually mastered this skill. This is one of the core skills of a knight. Once activated, the defense will become extremely strong for a short time. The knight fled frantically against the extreme defense, totally terrified. How could these skeleton warriors be so terrifying? I wouldn't have come if I knew it earlier. I lost my life for Zhang intermediate skill scroll. It's not worth using the skill to stop him. Don't let him get away. Give orders to this skeleton warrior. Since you killed it, kill it. Clean voice falls. The skeleton warrior's knife glowed red, berserk. Strike deals 200% damage to the target. Skeleton warrior with strength up to 3,000 points after using the skill. The damage is doubled. Discrimination against the dead wide-eyed in disbelief. Skeleton warriors are scary enough. Can you still use skills? Is this going to be heaven-defying? The flashing red sword fell on the knight. The white light on the knight's body suddenly dimmed a lot, and then a second one. The third maximum defense duration is 1 minute. This is without being attacked. The more aggressive the attack, the duration of extreme defense will also be shortened. After 10 seconds, the knight was unwilling to be dismembered by the skeleton warrior. Or don't do it. Don't be soft when you do it. This is what my sister told me back then. You haven't reacted yet. Is this the end, from the beginning to the end of the battle? Only about 20 seconds before and after, and Shizo Brave didn't even move. Just stand here after the death of the professional. The contents of the storage space will fall out. The skeleton warrior picked them all up. Bronze Carmen Staff Spirit, plus 20. Can increase the power of mage skills by 50%. Available after level 8. Bronze level Carmen combat agility plus 20. Increases the power of bow and arrow skills by 50%. Available after level 8. Bronze class. Carmen ship strength. Plus 10. System plus 10. System plus 10 increases the power of offensive skills by 50%. Available after level 8. Bronze level Carmen's shield system. Plus 20. Increases the effect of defensive skills by 50% after level 8. 4 weapons and equipment are neatly placed in front of you. You recognize it at a glance. These are all weapons from the copy of the Carmen Orc Legion. The copy of the Carmen Orc Legion is a level 20 copy outside Shanghai. The 3 of them often brush copies there. I nod my head. 4 pieces of bronze equipment have been collected. These 4 pieces of equipment are useless, but mosquitoes are also meat that can be sold for money. After collecting weapons, equipment, and materials, there's only one thing left. Beginner skill scroll. You can get skills below level 20, and it is possible to get rare skills. Unexpectedly, it turned out to be a primary skill scroll. This scroll is worth 100,000 gold. Very valuable. You ask them one by one. You probably haven't used the beginner skill scroll yet, right? You can use it. Although it is possible to acquire the skills that have been learned, it is also possible to learn new skills. Oh, that's right. You're not trying to sell it for money, are you? Really? Are you so short of money? Beginner skill scroll. It's not an advanced scroll, it's not worth much. How do I use the skill scroll in my hand? Yeah. Yivi giggled. Very simple. Just hold the scroll and say, use it. I have no doubts. Take it and use it. But the scrolls didn't move. Nini narrowed her eyes and smiled. Oops. No, you didn't say it loud enough. You have to say use it out loud. I looked at him speechlessly. There is no second attempt. What sound is too low? I don't believe it at all. It seems that the way to use it is to directly stimulate the skill scroll with mental power. You are looking at me expectantly. Wait for me to shout out the word "you" is. But I haven't stirred it. Suddenly, the skill scroll erupted with brilliant light. When you saw it, you were disappointed and found out by you. After a while, a crisp sound came to my ears. Acquire the skill, corpse. Burst. The corpse burst, first level detonation of the corpse, causes 10% damage to the enemy within the barley range of the corpse health point. Acquired a new skill scroll, not wasted. The corpse burst is currently in level 1 status, and at first it didn't look like anything out of the ordinary. But enhanced by my gift, the lethality can reach 10 meters. As long as one corpse is detonated, can continue to detonate new killed enemies. As long as you have your own talent. His skills are almost all neural scrolls. The light fades. Ningyi blinked his big eyes and looked forward to it. I learned that Ningyi smiled very happily. Your voice is very nice. Why don't you like to talk? What a pity. I looked at him in silence. This girl seemed different from the girls in her own school. Very lively and playful. You have a nice voice too. You seem very happy. Thank you for the compliment. I also know that I have a beautiful voice. Look at you, saving Miss Ben. For the sake of Miss Ben again, this thing will be given to you. Saying that, Ningyi took out a box one by one, shoved it directly into my hand. The ultimate skill scroll can awaken skills between 40 and 70 episodes. It is possible to acquire SID skills. In the exchange, ultimate skill. Scroll can cost up to 10 million gold coins. It is 100 times the size of the primary skill scroll expensive. It's precious, at least for me now. It's sky high. As soon as he said that the person who hunted him was also for this scroll. How to say it's delivered? He was the dreaded king of Goblin. Now it was spiked by me. a level 11 novice player. Just now my level has reached level 11, but all the properties have been increased. Only the corpse bursting skill I just learned is still standing still. Temporarily pressed down the doubts in my heart, I continued to advance towards the depths of the dungeon. But he was quickly blocked by a huge monster in the middle of the road. Mine, Wolf King, Elite Leader. Level 15, Strength Agility 2000. Spirit 1000 Constitution. 2500 Skill. Roaring Company, the attributes of the leader have reached this point. It seems that the attributes of the final dungeon stick will be enhanced, but it should not exceed the skeleton warrior. Otherwise, no one can hit this copy. Affected by the number of detections, the Mine Wolf King exudes a bloodthirsty breath. Terrible pressure swept through my body. Seeing this, I immediately gave the skeleton warrior an order to kill me. 56 skeletons rushed towards the Mine Wolf King like lightning. But the Mine Wolf King just let out a roar. The strong shockwave made the skeleton knight in front of him ride and fly. The skeleton warrior stood up, rushed to the Mine Wolf King again, and used the skill Berserk Strike. The skeleton warriors who were not vibrated have rushed to the Mine Wolf King. The big knife flashed red and slashed up. The Wolf King screamed again and again. The Mine Wolf King rolled like crazy. Huge bodies keep slamming into mine walls, trying to throw the skeleton warrior off his body. What's the use of being big? Damn it or die. The Mine Wolf King suddenly turned around, run quickly into the passage. And I was stunned. Escaped. The leader of the dungeon still escaped. Mine Wolf King escapes into the passage. He was screaming all the way. Something doesn't seem right. I immediately asked the skeleton warriors to return to me. The iron doors on both sides of the passage were opened. Bloodthirsty wolves are leaving behind the door. Out of the Mine Wolf level. 14. Strength 600. Agility 600. Spirit 200. Constitution 1000. Skill spirit attributes are not very strong. Weaker than the arm spirit Mind Guard. But there are too many. At least hundreds of them. So many male wolves are galloping together. That momentum is enough to make your scalp tingle, but I'm not afraid. No matter how many, it's just my experience bag. Kill the queen. The corners of my mouth draw graceful arcs. The palm and heart light up at the same time. The body exploded with a loud bang. The body of the Mine King was detonated within 20 meters of the corpse. As the center, all enemies must take 200% damage to corpse health, undoubtedly spike. This is the Mine Wolf King limping out. There was terror in his eyes. Why did these subordinates die in an instant? My eyes are cold. Palm shimmer flickering, equal treatment. Try it too. The body exploded. 3 liters in a row, 3 bodies were detonated simultaneously. Screams sounded. The Mine Wolf King is covered in blood. The Wolf King used the final tablet name and fell to the ground. Kill level 15. Mine Wolf King. Stunning plus 15,000. To get Wolf King history. Gain low-level monster essence and only 15,000 experience. The price/performance ratio is very low. And I came into the tunnel. The disgusting stench came over. Keep cleaning down the aisle. I believe it will be with the ultimate guarantee soon. But in the future, I still have to go to the hell level dungeon to swipe. Otherwise, the experience is not enough. This copy will only be an hour before and after upgrade to multi-level. According to this efficiency, how many are being swiped? Not to mention level 16. Even level 19 is not a problem. Sister, we will meet soon. At this time, the mine copy of Dabao is lying in the middle of the mine resting. A big mouth keeps swallowing empty feelings. King of Goblins, Leader Monster level 16. Strength System 3000. Agility Spirit 1500 skills. Flame Jet sweeps town. The return attribute is not much higher than the Manhwa King. A little stronger in strength and physique. I even think my skeleton warrior can be monotonous with him. The number of detections woke up. He slowly opened his eyes and looked at me, and then leaped with a roar. Hit me in the head with a huge knife in his hand, but I don't dodge. Eyes are calm, even transferring the damage to the skeleton warrior with a touch of performance. But I didn't expect the next second. The skeleton warrior actually disintegrated in place, and I was shocked. How could this be? The skeleton warriors charged in front of the Goblin King and delivered a furious blow. A powerful attack falls on the King of Goblin, causing great damage. For a time, the King of Goblins started a meat war. I pushed aside and thought about what just happened. Suddenly understood why the skeleton warrior was injured at the same time, and the damage is not small, mainly because my own attributes are too weak. Only 120-point system. Weak defense against the Goblin King, with 3,000 points of strength. Transferring past harm is based on me, so ignoring the defenses of the skeleton warriors. It turned out that I was the only weakness. It seems that the system will be piled up in the future. The stronger my defense, summoning legions will be stronger. Now that you know the weakness, nature will find a way to make up for it. It seems that a single skeleton warrior cannot compete head-on with the boss in terms of strength. But I own an entire army of skeleton warriors. The King of Goblins is fighting with his skin. Blood rained down. He now has skeleton warriors on his shoulders, back, and even his head. The Goblin King shines brightly. Big jump. Then it falls heavily to the ground. On the roar, all the skeleton warriors on him were sent flying. Even the skeleton warriors on the ground were shaken. And then flames shot out of my mouth. The flames scorched the skeleton warriors. I feel that 4 of the skeleton warriors are losing their vitality rapidly, on the verge of death. And something happened to me. Immediately, take them back to the summoning space. The flames of the goblins are still gushing. A flame rises in the palm of my hand that keeps the skeleton warrior from approaching me. Must interrupt his skill. Soul flame. The flames fell silently on the head of the King of Goblin. A scream broke out. The flame jet was also forcibly interrupted. But I don't have much mental strength left. So he must be dealt with ASAP. The skeleton warriors quickly surrounded. Keep attacking. I will continue to use my soul fire to attack the Goblin King. Don't let him use the skill normally. 1 minute later, the Goblin King fell to the ground with unwillingness. Kill the Goblin King. Experience plus 4,000 to obtain a bronze weapon. Goblin King's pen hand obtained bronze armor knowledge. Robe obtained Goblin King's gold box. At the same time as the prompt appears, the upgrade light also appeared on me at the same time. Finally reached level 12. My profession is Necromancer. It should also belong to the mage profession. But my skills are different from other mages' skills. No cooling down. So the robe seems to be useless. But it's okay to add 10 points each for spirit and physique, except for equipment, and the Goblin King's box. If the gold box is returned to the exchange, it can be exchanged for 100,000 gold coins, worth more than 2 pieces of equipment. The copy harvest this time seems to be good. After the upgrade, the mental strength is fully restored. I immediately summoned 4 skeleton warriors, and the skill of summoning skeleton warriors has been upgraded to level 12. The summoning requirement has also reached 110 mental power. In a good mood, I walked into the replica exit. My presence immediately attracted everyone's attention. I didn't expect him to come out alive. Could it be that he really swiped the copy alone? There are only a few who can swipe the copy. I see this kid is stinky. No, look at the clothes he's wearing. Does he look like a knowledge cannon? Incredible. The boss who swiped the copy alone was right in front of me. I don't care what other people say. The copy cooled down. It will take 12 hours to enter again. Had a trip to the copy, I'm not interested in brushing wild monsters anymore. Just in time to take advantage of this meditation to restore mental strength. I walked to the side and sat down in a deserted place. The skeleton warrior stands by my side faithfully. This trip to the dungeon made me understand my weakness, and I learned what these skills are for. The corpse burst, if used well, it is a miracle of the peerless group attack. Soul Flame can disrupt enemy skills. Defenseless mental attacks are powerful. Even a nightmare boss can't bear it.